best, so let's go.
Cheers, everyone. Welcome to Texas on Tap with Miss Helen, along with producer Kyle. It's a big weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and graduation for so many. And first of all, breaking news. I'm just so jealous. I want my cap. Our caps look
Yeah.
awesome. Yay.
Yeah, finally getting the merch started. Is it flipped? It might be flipped backwards for you,
No,
but
it's
I'm not
no,
sure.
it's not. No, it
Okay.
looks perfect.
Well, if you're listening, you might want to jump over to YouTube and take a peek, or you can just head over to our Twitter. We're doing a kind of first batch pre-sale order of these new Texas Toast ball caps on Twitter only. So if you want to grab one before they're gone, head over there, shoot us a DM, and we'll get that all sorted out. But yeah, they're cool. It's just
Yeah.
just the
Super
beginning of
duper cool.
our kind of our new branding. Obviously, everybody's realized that we switched the logo up by now, and we really dig it. I hope you guys do too. And we got a bunch of cool stuff coming out in the way of merch.
Speaking of cool stuff, let's jump into some super duper cool songs for this episode of
Yeah,
Texas on Tap.
absolutely. You want to go first? You want me to?
I'll jump in.
Cool.
Let me start off with Drew Moreland has a release to radio. It's called Sinner and Saint. And this is really a self-reflection song. I think so many of us can relate to this song. And it's just really like a calm, peaceful, speaks the truth kind of song. And like, one of the lines really got to me. I never thought I'd be the reason mama cries in church.
Oh
But
wow.
it's just talking about trying to, your choices, your regrets, finding forgiveness. Will it come? It's just a very deep, like I said, self-reflective song. And Drew Moreland's so good. So Sinner and Saint, that's out to radio. And then I got a cool saltwater sister for this episode. Brooke Graham. Easy does it. It's just a really beachy Texas trop rock kind of song, kind of right in
Mm.
my wheelhouse with my lifestyle. And she's actually from Port Aransas.
Oh
So
wow.
she's definitely a salty girl. But it's just a fun beach song. It would be great for y'all to check it out, especially during Memorial Day, and have it in your library for the summertime, because it's a really fun beach song from a Texas girl. So I like that
Mm.
one. And now be prepared to be blown away. So excited about this. We're going to open the tap room door for Dusty Moats. This is called E. Dusty Moats, name of the song is E. It was written by Matt Mason, and it's from Dusty's upcoming project, album he's calling Steel Cuts Tribute to Matt Mason. A whole lot going on with that. But actually, Matt Mason had written and recorded this song. Dusty got a hold of it for this particular album, this project that he's working on, and he sent it over to me, and I was absolutely blown away. So, I mean, like, it is just like listen to it over and over and over. And Dusty's just such a devoted and such a hard-working musician in the music business and out of the music business as well. So great job on that, Dusty Moats. That's our tap room spotlight song for this week.
Yeah, and let's keep the vibe going. It actually cracks me up how often this type of thing happens, like the song types, and there's no planning that goes into this,
I
but
know.
so and keep the tap room door open. We've got another kind of murder mystery song. Graycie York just dropped a new one to streaming today. It's called Family Affair. Let's check it out. Brand new song from Graycie York out to streaming today. It's called Family Affair. It's funny when she sent it over, she said Gracie's first murder song, and everybody needs a murder song. And I do agree with that. I think that that's something every artist should have in their repertoire, you know. But this one's super different from her. It's cool. It's been over a year since Gracie's put out a tune, and it shows a lot of diversity. She's put a lot of work into this one, and I'm sure there's like all kinds of crazy stuff in the can that she's just like patiently sitting on. Beginning of a big wave of stuff from Graycie, I imagine.
Yes. And, you call it, jokingly, it's a murder song, but you know what happened to Earl? That was a great line that was dropped in there. But
Yeah.
in all seriousness, it's nice when that does get brought to the forefront, because hopefully if someone's going through that situation, it'll encourage them to say, no, this is not acceptable, because I could do a whole podcast on that based on experience. But we're going to keep it upbeat. But she's so talented, and that is
Yep.
such an amazing song. So I really enjoyed that one.
Absolutely. And then move on to another one. They're actually connected. That's weird. Everybody's connected today. Palmer, Anthony, and Graycie put out a song, Meet Me in Texas. I guess, what was that? Over a year ago now. And that's one of our favorites here at the show. But so Palmer dropped another new song to streaming today. We just covered one a couple weeks ago, but this one's called Nobody's Got It Better, and really, really caught my attention over the past 2 weeks with his marketing and stuff. And this super different song for him. It's like upbeat, happy, good outlook, positive thing, messaging at least. But then it almost doesn't have drums. It's like super broken down, like folky style. And Palmer's always kind of been more on the rocky side of things, at least the way I see it. So it's cool that he took this like stripped down, kind of chill, laid back.
Yes, because isn't there a line in the song that talks about playing the banjo on the porch or something like that?
Oh, I'm
Anyway,
sure,
yeah, it's such a fun song, and there's just so many like as far as lyrically, it embraces and talks about so many fun situations that their group is in. So I
Yep.
love it. Love Palmer. Awesome song.
Hell yeah. And then my last pick this week is actually our guest who's coming up this week. We just covered one of his songs not too many weeks ago, and he's dropped the second of 4 songs coming out over the course of the next few months, which you will learn all about on Tuesday. It's Cooper Mohrmann, just dropped Wimberley. This is a killer follow-up song. It's, one of the things I really admire about Cooper is how, and I think this comes from him getting into music so late in his life, relatively, he's fairly new to it. And he's got just such an inquisitive look on music and how it should be made and the things he likes about music as opposed to, a lot of other people. So it's just, it's fascinating. The, unorthodox melodies in the songs, and then some other songs you'll hear him geek out in the interview about like time signature changes and key changes and things that most people aren't really thinking
6/8 to
about.
4/4. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I'll tell you, while we're talking about Cooper, he blew my mind. Like you remember, I mean, when we did the interview, I was just like, just blown away. So you have to tune in, get to know Cooper. He is one heck of a dude. He's awesome.
Yep, absolutely. So check that one out. It's called Wimberley, out to streaming today. And then on Tuesday, tune back in and check out our interview with Cooper. And then before we jump into the charts, talk about our friends at More Than Music Creations. I was talking with them this week, and they've got some of these unique one-of-a-kind pieces in the works. So we should have those. Well, I guess that's spilling the beans, but in the next few weeks, we'll have our merch store live on our website. So keep an eye on that. We'll announce it when the time comes. And like we've said, you'll be able to get these pieces, but it's not like there's 100 of each. There's not like there's 10 of each. There's literally 1 of each. So once these pieces and sets go up on our website, if you're the first one to grab it, you're the only one to grab it. So you got to keep an eye out for that. It's super cool. All previous guests of the show, a portion of the proceeds, just like everything that More Than Music Creations sells, goes to a good cause. So support us, support our friends More Than Music Creations, and support these artists that are on our show. And it all goes in, or I guess what comes around goes around in a good way. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it's like just this big circle of support, and it's just so cool to be right in the middle of all of it.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to look at the Texas Regional Radio Report for this week. Coming in at number 5 is Kylie Fry, Red Dirt Cinderella. She's just tearing it up with this one. Jamie Richards is at number 4 with Lakeview Grocery Store. Ken Fo stayed at 3 with Sunny and 72. Matt Castillo's Corazon is number 2. And Honky Tonk Roll, Wade Bowen is at number 1 on the T3R report for this week on that chart. So looking at Texas Country Music Chart, number 5 this week is Donis Moras with Going Going. Jesse Robb Jr.'s 11 All Night is at number 4. William Clark Green, Anymore is at number 3. Number 2 is Ken Fo, Sunny and 72, and Wade Bowen held on to number 1 again this week with Honky Tonk Roll. So there really wasn't much of a change. I mean, that was the same as it was last week. So moving to CD Extraction Texas, you're going to like this. Jesse Robb Jr.'s 11 All Nights at number 5. Donis is at number 4. William Clark Green's at number 3. Wade Bowen was number 1 last week. They went to number 2. And number 1 on CD Extraction Texas is Life Ain't Always Sunny in 72.
Hey.
Ken Fo. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
Yes.
Super cool.
Stuff going on.
Yeah, speaking of Ken Fo and our friends Generate Promotion, did you see all the cool stuff that they've been announcing and rolling out?
The birthday thing?
Yeah, that's gonna be
I'm going.
awesome.
We're going.
Yeah.
Are you going?
I'll be there.
I still haven't responded to the invitation. So by the way, Jen, we're gonna be there.
That's gonna be a blast. Jarrett's playing full band. Ken Fo's playing. That is so dope. And it's at one of my favorite. I don't know. Have you been to Dan Electro's?
What?
And have you been to the venue where it's being hosted in Houston?
What? Where is the venue again?
It's at Dan Electro's in the Heights, which is a super classic. It's been there
Oh,
forever.
we have a friend that runs us all over the place when we go to Astros games down in that area. So
Yeah,
chances are he's thrown us in there a time or two.
probably. But so
Mhm.
somebody else just bought it and they renovated it, and I haven't been since they kind of like redid everything. So I'm excited to go check it out and then see like two of the coolest bands on earth play
I know.
at
And we're
their
gonna get
birthday
to see
party.
everybody. It's
Yeah,
been so fun. Yeah.
it'd be like a reunion.
Yes. And I love summer, but by that time, my busy tourist season will be
Slowing down. Yep.
yes. And then so that'll be like a treat for after summer for me. So yeah, looking forward
Oh
to that.
yeah.
And of course, Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer. And it's a beautiful weekend. But everybody just remember to be safe. Something I think is really cool. I want to bring this up because I'm a big safety person when it comes to water and boating and all that
Mhm.
stuff. But we had a tragic situation happen on our beach to a 10-year-old last year that got caught in a rip current.
Oh.
And from that, and this has happened before, unfortunately, but from that, there is now free life jackets available to borrow and return at our harbor. There's
Oh.
and it started out with just people saying, let's stop this happening at our beach. And so a couple of people said, I'm just going to take some life jackets to the harbor. It turned into this huge thing where there's a big bin now there. And then at the front of our beach entrance this year also, there's a big bin there, different sizes for different children. Take it, you return it when you leave the beach. I think that just makes me so proud of my community. It's an awesome thing.
Yeah. And wear your damn sunscreen.
Yeah, and put it on beforehand. What's the purpose? I know this is like beating a dead horse, but okay, I will tell you, when you get poolside or you get to the beach or you're getting on the boat, that's not the time to put your sunscreen on. You put it on prior because it
Yeah,
soaks in. Anyway, so yeah, I love the smell of sunscreen.
I do too.
Oh man, I
We're
just love
weirdos.
that. I know. It's just so weird. I mean, I still love the original copper tone smell. I
Mm,
guess it takes me back to my days, like as a teenager. But we
yeah.
want to congratulate our graduates and their families also. You know what I saw that was really cool? You know how like a lot of the schools do like the senior walks through the elementary school, like the seniors come through and walk through the elementary schools and they're in their cap and gowns.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I saw a couple of interesting ones. Petrolia ISD. They took the kindergartners, which will be class of 2035. They took them to the high school and the seniors walked them in their caps and gowns through the high school walls
Oh, that's hilarious. Wow.
hallways. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? And then I
Yeah.
saw in Poteet where their FFA did a walkthrough. So I
Mm,
like how the school districts are getting creative with that. It's
yeah.
just I still have that old high school spirit. I love
That's
seeing
so
stuff like
interesting.
that and small town stuff. Yeah.
That gave me a flashback to, and I can't remember if I talked about this, but it was the same day I was sitting under that bridge in Brooklyn, and we were worried about the wrecker. There was a chain of probably kindergartners walking down the side of the street, but they all had
Aw.
them all in like this crazy harness thing, and they were like like a
Yes.
snake walking down. And it's like, man, that seems crazy, but also I guess that's what they have to do in those busy cities. But
Hmm.
that like threw me for a loop. I was like, damn, you don't see that type of thing in Texas.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
wild.
right, right. Okay, fun time of the year, and this has been fun
Yeah.
just visiting and hanging out. I'm in love with the cap. Love it.
Yeah.
And I'll have
Go head
mine
over to
next
Twitter and
time.
grab one, and then we'll have some more and hopefully some different versions and some cool t-shirts and all kinds of cool stuff up there shortly. Um, I am going to your Mecca this evening, Minute Maid Park, but not for a baseball game. I'm going to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers play a show.
Oh, that is so in your
So that'll be
wheelhouse.
that'll be fun. I don't
Man,
know.
I
I don't know if
bet
you say in my
oh,
wheelhouse, but it'll be fun.
oh man, my daughter, son-in-law, they really sure and it's just, kind of y'all's era of music.
Yeah. Yep. I guess so. I mean, I'm going with my dad and my little brother. That's actually funny that you say that because my dad loves them, and I mean, I like them a lot. I wouldn't say they're like a big influence on me or anything, but they're my brother since as long as I can remember, who's younger than me, has said they're his favorite band. So they're
That's
they're uh,
cute.
they're cross generational. They're definitely
Yes,
one of
for
those
sure.
bands. So it should
For
be a good
sure.
time.
All right.
Kind of wish it was a baseball game though. It's about that time. I need to go catch a game.
Oh, that boy, I tell you what, it's been interesting the
It's
last few
it's
weeks.
heating up.
Yes, it's been a roller coaster. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're pulling it together. It's just
Figuring it all out.
baseball. It's baseball. That's why I love it.
Yep.
You got to roll with it. You
Mm-hmm.
can't, So, all right.
All right. You got some hats in the mail coming your way. Hopefully, some people listening will have some hats in the mail coming their way too over the next couple of days. And
Because
otherwise,
about get packages delivered.
yeah. I was gonna say otherwise, like, share, follow, love, tell, and support and what yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Please and
all
thank you.
that good stuff. All of the above. Check.
Yeah. Do it. Please. We love you guys.
All
Thanks for
right. Everyone
listening.
have a safe Memorial Day. Happy graduation and cheers.
Cheers.